Jake Palmer at Remax here. I'm at 260 West Tennant Cove Road in Cars. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Evandale Ferry. 10-15 minute drive from Hatfield Point. And we're right on the water here as well. We'll walk down to the beach in a minute, but we'll start by going into the cottage and I'll give you a tour from there. From the outside, you'll see board and batten siding, steel roof. And one of the things I really like about this place is that compared to a lot of stuff in the area and in the price range, this is a lot newer. It was built in the mid-90s, whereas a lot of times when you're looking at cottages, you're looking at old camps that have been added on to and renovated over time. But, you know, they've got dug wells, septic that we don't really know the story on. This is a much newer build. It's got a drilled well, it's got modern septic, modern plumbing, modern wiring. And so it doesn't have the insurability or the mortgage issues that we run into sometimes with older structures. It's on a full foundation too, which is great. You know, it is showing some wear and tear here and there, so there's some upgrades to be done. But as a starting point, it's a really nice, newer structure. So we'll go through the side door. So open concept on this level. Hardwood floors. You can see really nice light streaming in here through the windows. We've got several sources of heat. We've got a propane stove at the far end, wood stove in the basement, electric baseboard heat here. It'd also be really nicely set up for heat pump if you wanted because it is so open. Big tall cathedral ceilings. And over to the side here, nice big open concept kitchen with a kind of eating bar here or a breakfast bar. Open cabinets, lower cabinets here, including a dishwasher. And again, quite a bit of space for a larger dining room table if you wanted it. Going down the hallway here, we've got one bedroom on this level. And it's a decent size. That's a double bed, easily fit a queen. You could even fit a king size bed into this if you were so inclined. Little closet over in the corner. This bedroom faces out towards the backyard, so it's very nice and private. There is a back door here. 3/4 bath, ceramic tile floor in the bathroom. Window over on the side. A little bit of a closet on the side here. That's the access to the basement. We'll go there in a minute, but we'll go upstairs first. As I mentioned, propane stove. It's got propane heat. It's also got the propane stove. So if the power's out, you've still got heat and you can still cook. Kind of a loft style bedroom upstairs here. You could close this off if you want more privacy, but as a bunk room or a bunk space, it's really quite nice and large and very, very open. Double windows facing the backyard. But as you can see, really quite a nice open view over to the living room area. And especially if you wanted a place where you could bunk a whole bunch of kids or guests, up there is kind of perfect. You could have a bedroom on the main floor. Also opportunities for bedrooms downstairs. We'll check that out. So as I mentioned, it's a full concrete foundation, which doesn't sound like something you can brag about, but a lot of times when you're looking at cottages, you'll find that they're up on wooden blocks or just on concrete blocks, and it's becoming really challenging to insure and get mortgage on properties like this. This is on a full insulated concrete foundation. Good height down here, which is really nice. Although that window wouldn't meet code for egress, the opening is big enough. So if you wanted to add a bedroom or two down here, you've certainly got the height and the space to do it. There's an older wood stove here. It doesn't have a CSA tag on it, so you'd probably have to replace the wood stove for insurance purposes. But as you'll notice when we go through upstairs, the chimney is oversized and it's a double-walled Selkirk chimney, so you wouldn't have an issue with the installation, just the stove itself. 200 amp panel here, so lots of power coming in, washer and dryer, and as I mentioned before as well, just the modern infrastructure, so ABS plumbing, modern wiring, kind of no excuses when it comes to the types of things that the insurance companies are going to ask about. They've got this set up as a bunk room. There aren't any windows in here, but certainly for use as an office or a storage space or just even a rec room, it's perfectly usable. Laminate floor in there. But a nice big dry space down here with a lot of potential for development. And as you can see too, modern construction. This is not an old structure that's been added onto. This is a modern building that was built to be a year-round usable cottage or year-round home, frankly, for that matter. Many of the people down this road are year-round residents, and so certainly, like I mentioned, a quick hop to the Evandale Ferry, and then from there, just a quick drive down Route 102 to town. We'll go down to the beach. So we've got a nice combination here of things that people are often looking for with a cottage. Nice flat front yard. House sits nice and high, so you don't worry about flooding and drainage and things like that. I think I already mentioned the steel roof, which is a really big plus. We've got extra parking over on the side here. And it is 11 o'clock, so they just turned the wind on. It's just starting to get a nice breeze down here. And this is a really nice protected cove. You know, once you get past here, you're just by the turn where you head up towards Evandale, turn down towards the Belle Isle or the Kennebecasis River. But we've got a really nice section of waterfront here. And it goes well beyond what's cleared. So we've got a really nice cleared area here with a really nice buffer on either side. So when you come down and use your waterfront, you're not staring in at the neighbor's cleared beach. You can really come down here and feel like you've got privacy. Nice fire pit area over here. And it drops off quite nicely. You'll see powerboats come in here. You know, it's a little bit shallow enough you wouldn't have a sailboat right in front of your place, but as you get further out here, you get about 8 or 9 feet of depth towards the middle of this cove. But it's a nice protected area, so if you want to have a place where you can keep a boat and have some docks and not feel like you're going to get beaten trashed by the winds, it's a great spot for that. And then just past that opening, you've got access to the wide open Kennebecasis River. And one of the other nice things is that from the house itself, you've got a clear view down to the beach. Sometimes you've got waterfront properties where the actual pathway down to the beach means that when people are down at the water, you can't see them from the home. And for a variety of reasons, that's not always the safest or the most convenient way to enjoy your waterfront. This one, you can look out right from the deck at whoever's down on the beach. So that concludes the video tour for 260 West Tennants Cove Road. If you have any questions about this property or anything else listed on MLS, please feel free to give me a call. I can be reached at 1-506-650-0092. And my email address is jake@jakepalmer.ca. Thanks very much.